Get more sacks and stops with this 43 blitz game coming up next. Hey, this is Full Game Prometheus, the only YouTuber that actually shows you full games of all the tips and schemes I post on my channel. I show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. Alright, so guys, I'm going to be rolling out a 43 blitz scheme, in particular out of the 43 under and the 43 over. These plays basically are going to be interchangeable, and we're going to establish a blitzing scheme that's going to force your opponent to have to block 6, roll it off to the right, and it's going to really dictate in what he has to do on offense. He's going to have to compensate for this blitz game. So I'm actually going to break down 7 blitzes for you to take a look at, so you can constantly change the shells and the coverages, because it is universal, and they're basically universal that you can go either way. At the conclusion of this video, I'm actually going to go ahead and also include live gameplay of me actually using this against live opponents. You can see me getting blitzes and stuff like that. Now, guys, if you are new to my channel and you're looking for daily tips, make sure you hit that subscribe button and also that notification icon, because I do show daily tips. Also, guys, I do want to let you know, if this is going to be somewhat complex, I'm going to be showing you multiple different tips. So go ahead, and at the bottom of this video, you're going to be able to go and click on add, and you can add this to your watch later, so you don't have to go ahead and try to find my channel or just find this video, because I do daily updates. So go ahead, hit the add, and add it to the watch later, so you can click onto this really quick, because you're probably going to have to come back to this. Alright, so guys, we're going to talk about basically one of the easiest blitzes in the game. I'm going to show you 4 blitzes out of the 43 over, and it's using the same concept. One of them is really high risk, but it's going to be able to catch your opponent, and is a good blitz to jump into, probably in a 3rd or 4th down situation, really catch your opponent off guard. And then we're going to go ahead and use 43 under on the back side of this blitz, and we're going to flip it, so we're still giving our opponent the same look, but now we're going to have pressure going off to the other side. So the base blitz we're going to take a look at is the Will Blitz 3. Now, what's cool about the Will Blitz 3 is that this is a universal blitzing concept out of the 43 under. So why is this important to you? You can basically go ahead and with confidence pretty much pick any play in the formation and make it into a blitz if you really want to. So that's really cool about it. Now, blitz is very easy to set up, and we're just going to run this against random standard pass plays. Alright, so basically this is the alignment that we're looking at right here. We actually have another safety down in the box. So you've got basically 8 guys in a box, so you've got a really good stout run D. Now, what we're going to do to set this blitz up is pretty simple. It's only 2 sets. We're going to take our defensive line, we're going to shift them off to the left, and then we're going to go ahead and crash or slant our defensive line off to the left. Now, another thing you could do is, you can try to take away those fast underneath routes. And what I like to do to set this blitz up too is I like to go and take this guy and just hover right over here, over the left guard. And what's going to happen is you're going to have this pressure screaming off the back side. Now, this is a very easy blitz to set up. Your opponent's going to have to block a running back, or he is going to get toasted. He's not going to have any time whatsoever, or he's going to have to ID to Mike to go and take away this blitz and get the offensive line to shift. So once you start seeing this guy either taking a running back and blocking it, naturally what a lot of people do is they're going to roll off. They're going to roll off to the right. They're going to try to get away from the pressure. So that's going to be the most natural thing. But this is how this blitz actually sets up. So very easy to set up. Once again, you just look up in the corner, you'll be able to see the setup description, because it's going to be pretty much the same. Now, what's cool about it is it's a universal concept out of 43 over. We can run a different type of play and set up the same type of blitz, but now have different coverage on the back end of it. So we're going to go ahead, go back into the 43 over, and this time we're going to go ahead and hit him with a different blitz, and we're going to hit him with the Fire Zone 2, So basically this is going to be the same look, but now we've got a cover 2 shell. We're going to take our defenders, actually take them, shift them off to the left, crash left, and we're going to take this defender and just hover over this left guard right here. And once again, you've got that same pressure, that same blitz, but now you have a totally different type of coverage on the back side. So that's what's really cool about this, is you still got that edge pressure. You obviously want to put your fastest linebacker, your best edge rusher off in this linebacker position, but you can see the pressure just comes raging in there. And if he's not blocking running back, if he's not IDing the mic, you're gonna get huge sacks. And as you can see right there, I'm picking up almost a 10-yard sack off that play. And then I've got the coverage in the backside. So that's what I do like about this, is that it is very easy to set up. You kind of constantly get that pressure off the left. You got a stout box. You got a lot of guys up in the box to go ahead and stop the run. Now, what is cool about this particular play is that you also come with a good, a fast audible that you can jump into. So let's just go ahead and resume. I'm going to show you the audibles that we have. We've got this blitz, which is the Mike Will blitz, which is a man blitz. Same setup, but basically it's going to be even better as far as the rush is concerned, because you're sending another blocker off the left. So sometimes you get two guys off the edge with this particular blitz, but you can see right there that blitz came around. So let me show you the play art so you can see what this audible is. So the play art is actually Mike Will Blitz up in the upper left-hand corner. This is one of your hot audibles, and it actually will get double pressure coming off the left-hand side. So you still set the blitz up the same way. There's no difference at all, but now you've got a man shell on the back side of it. Go ahead and take our defensive line. We're going to shift them off to the left. We're going to go ahead and crash them off to the left. You can QB contain too if you got a guy that's actually scrambling, and then what you're going to do is take this defender who you've been using the entire time. You're going to take him down over the left guard, and you're going to hold the left bumper or the L1 button. And what's going to happen is now he is actually going to be in a man assignment, and he'll actually chase his man. So right there, you could just see the pressure coming off the edge. Matty Ice actually gets rid of the ball and makes a good read, but this is most players, if they're used to playing zone and then you jump into a man coverage right away, they're not going to make that adjustment. Even if the line, as you can see right here, the line does shift over, but because you're actually sending 6 defenders on this blitz, that 6th person actually comes out, and as you can see, me holding the left trigger right here, I'm actually trailing this defender, this guy right here. So basically, if he throws so flat, he's going to give that up. But most players are not going to be able to get rid of that ball so quick. They're going to get hit with this blitz, especially if they're under center. So that's what I do like about it. Now I'm going to show you what's going to happen. The tendency is most of your opponents are going to shift off. They're going to shift off to the right. They want to run this way. They want to try to get away from that edge pressure. So I'm going to show you a very aggressive blitz that you can set up that's going to go ahead and bottle them up, and it's also going to get basically a double edge pressure against them, but it's extremely aggressive. It's got a ton of holes in it, but it is something good you can jump into against your opponent, probably in a 3rd down situation, 4th down situation, if you really want to go and hammer them home. All right, so the blitz we're going to look at is going to be engage 8. And I know what you're thinking. It's an engage 8. You're sending 8 guys. Of course you're going to get pressure. Well, right. We're not going to send 8. We're going to send 6. But what I like about it is that you're going to get dual edge pressure against your opponent. So if your opponent keeps rolling off to the right, he's going to try to get away from that pressure. He's going to keep rolling off to the right. You're going to catch him with that safety on the backside. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and set this up. We're going to run this against standard passes. To set this blitz up, what we're going to do is we're going to take our defensive line, shift them off to the left. We're going to go ahead and slant them off to the left, and we're going to go ahead and global zone our linebackers. And we're going to do so by hitting our left bumper and flicking up on the right stick. Then we're going to go ahead and globally blitz the left of screen linebacker by hitting the left bumper and flicking the stick off to the left. And then another adjustment that we'll do is we're going to hover over this guy. Now I'm going to go ahead and do a bluff blitz right here, just to go ahead and get the type of get the offensive line to acknowledge my blitz. And you're going to watch double edge pressure coming in right here, where you got the pressure coming off the edge. So this is the backside blitz, and this is exactly how I wanted the blitz to go in this type of situation. So basically what's going to happen is you're going to have double edge pressure. He's going to have to block 7 people to stop this blitz the way it's designed, and most people don't block 7. So that's what's cool about it. It's very, very aggressive. However, huge holes. You got holes in the flats. You've got holes in the seams. You've got holes all over the place. So I would recommend probably running this blitz in a situation where it's a huge surprise. It's a high risk, high reward blitz. You're obviously going to get the pressure you might want to do in a 4th down situation. 4th and long might be ideal. That might be an ideal situation. But you have to protect those seams, and you know, obviously you can give up the flat against an opponent, but you got to protect those seams. So that's why those 2 yellow zones are out there. So let's go ahead and talk about the complement to this particular blitz, and that's going to be the 43 under. All right, so we took a look at the 43 over. Now we're going to take a look at the 43 under. But what we're going to do is we're going to flip the under plays. We're going to flip them like this, okay? So we're going to give our opponent kind of the same look, the kind of same setup. But we're going to try to go ahead and try to attack them off the left-hand side. So we're going to take a look at the will go fire is our base blitz. And we're going to run this against random standard passes. Alright, so basically this is going to be the setup. You're going to give your opponent pretty much the same look as before, but now you're going to be using a different defender. And this is good because your opponent should be expecting pressure coming off the left-hand side. You can jump into these plays and attack your opponent off the right side. So to set this pressure up, you're going to get pressure off the right-hand side. What you're going to do is you're going to take your defensive line and you're going to... Alright, so with this particular blitz, they're used to seeing the pressure coming off the left-hand side, so they might be ideally mic off the left-hand side. So this is a good blitz to go and jump into to go and keep them honest. Now the key to this is, once again, you need to have the play flipped, so you're giving them the 43 over look, but now you're actually going to get pressure off to the right side, and that's generally where he's going to roll with his quarterback to get away from the pressure. So you're going to take your defensive line, you're actually going to go ahead and crash them in, and you're going to take your defensive line and slant the point of attack in like that. Okay. Another thing that you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and take your guy right here, and you're going to put him over this this tackle right here. This is going to be the key to this this particular play is playing over the tackle. Now the pressure should come off the right-hand side, and it's like kind of a looping pressure right there. So you can see how he's tacking off the right. Now the running back actually picked up the blitzer, but I want to show this to you. Because I really picked up this play flipping it going in the opposite direction. But the thought process in this, using the 43 under flipped, is now you're going to give your opponent the same type of look on defense. So you can see right here, he comes around, the running back does pick him up, but obviously, you know, Freeman is not going to be able to keep a good blitz on a good linebacker. So if your opponent is used to going ahead and just rolling off to the right side, he's going to roll right into this blitz. So if he rolls this way, if he actually rolls off to the right to get away from that blitz, because that's where it's been coming at, he's going to roll right into a blitz. So that's what the key about this blitz. Now you can set this up. This is a universal setup too with this particular blitz. You can do it in cover 2. So let's jump into cover 2 and show you how that works. Just set the blitz up again. And now you can see how the pressure just comes screaming in, and it goes in between goes right into the B gap between the guard and the tackle. So the blitz does come off real easy right there, and he gets right in there. You know, he's going to have to block his running back, and a lot of times these guys, because they're compensating for this blitz, the pressure coming off the right, they're going to try to roll off to the left, and this is where you can catch him with this particular blitzing scheme, is just catch him off guard with the blitz coming to the opposite side. So that's what's cool about it. You know, obviously it's a tell with you using this defender right here, but you know what, you can go ahead and just jump into just regular coverages, and just let them beat regular coverages, and just kind of take a user to other people and then go from there. Now I'm going to show you an old blitz that still works. The same setup. This blitz has been used for years. It's also out of the 43 under, and it's one of your base audibles. So this is a base audible that you can use out of the 43 under that still works the same setup as it normally has. It is an A-gap blitz. Now it will get picked up by a running back. So if he doesn't block his running back, the pressure will come in, but it takes a little bit longer to develop. But if your opponent's not used to getting pressure up the middle, it's definitely going to throw him off. So it's going to be the edge sting. This is one of your base blitzes. Once again, I would flip it so you have the same look to complement that 43 over. And then basically what we're going to do is we're going to run this against standard passes. And this is going to be the blitz setup right here. What we're going to do is we're going to take our defensive line and we're going to spread them out, and we're going to crash them to the outside or slant them to the outside, and then we're going to QB contain. And then the next you're going to do is just going to go and use one of your defenders, whoever you want to. And what's going to happen is you're going to see that the pressure is going to come in fairly quickly right up the middle. Making your opponents actually go ahead and make a fast progression, a fast read. So I just want to show you this. I'm playing against the CPU. I'm allowing the CPU to go ahead and just make fast reads. I can obviously go ahead and open up the other controller and just watch the blitz come in. But watch this guy just come in unmolested through the offensive line. And if I got a burner at a linebacker in this particular position, he's just going to come in clean against the quarterback. So you don't see a lot of A-gap blitzes in the game. So this is definitely something you can actually go ahead and consider. Now let's see if we can go ahead and just tweak it a little bit to see if we can get it to come in a little bit faster. So you can see right here, just the pressure just comes in right away. It's like if he doesn't block a running back, it's just over with. He's going to get, he can't roll because I did QB contain with this, and I just got the pressure coming up in the middle. So really, really good. It's a good play to go ahead and use in long down and distances, especially if he's got to do like verticals and stuff like that, because then he's not really going to have anywhere to go with it. So that's what I definitely recommend. All right, so to my subscribers, thank you once again for checking out my channel. I really appreciate it. And if you are new to my channel, hit the like button and go ahead and subscribe. And make sure you go ahead and hit that ad and watch later, because obviously this is a long video. It's got its complete breakdown of about 7 different blitzes. So guys, you're going to see live gameplay footage now, where I'm going to go ahead and show you how I'm using this blitzes against real opponents and getting some stops and stuff like that. So you can see these blitzes in action. I didn't flip the 43 under, but that's something I'm going to do because the pressure does come off the other side. So just go ahead and watch the live gameplay. Thank you for your support, and until next time. And got the pressure off the edge right there. Back to the flat. The pressure is actually throwing him off a little bit. He's got and he totally missed his read right there. Did a hurry up. There you go. Almost got a turnover right there. And pressure off the edge right there with that blitz. I almost picked that off. There you go. So he actually threw right into a cloud coverage with Bailey. Wow. Floyd stood him up too. That just shuts that run down. I got a big sack right there, so that's a huge game-changing situation. There you go. So pressure off the edge right there with the blitz.